this was a big fire. Everything's melted.
So you can tell this is kind of where the fire started. We have a work cut out for us. Uh-oh. It looks like we have a tenant already. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another video. This is going to be a crazy one because what are we doing?
I think we're doing that.
We just bought a 5,000 square foot house. Well, we actually haven't bought it yet. We're getting ready to go to the closing, in which we're going to take you guys along with us, show you kind of that process real quick. Then we're going to come back and walk through this thing because I'm not certain what we've gotten ourselves into here.
And we'll tell you how much we're paying for it.
All right, let's go to the closing.
I'm scared.
All right, here we go to the closing table. Hey, you got the checkbook? Nice. Let's do this.
That's garbage and
All right, real quick, we got kicked out of the other office because they had another closing, but I did want to show you guys this just so you guys understand what goes on at the closing table for those who are interested. So first of all, obviously you're going to sign the closing documents. I'm going to show you what I can here. So there's right there the $27,000 agreed upon price. And then you got all your closing costs and prorated taxes and all that. So out of pocket to Rhianna and I was $29,854.64 in cash. All this is the seller's portion. Not worried about that, but you do want to double check all your numbers because if just one of these numbers gets flopped or it's not to what you guys originally agreed upon, you could come out of pocket, and it's a little bit too late after closing. So make sure your numbers are right. And then secondly, it came with this, which is another reason we purchased this, because it already came with the engineering plans and scope of work to turn this back into a 4-unit. Right now it is 7 units, but we think it would do better as a 4-unit and just be more spacious overall. So this will save us some money. While there are some changes we want to be made, already having this written up will save us thousands of dollars. So that was cool to have that in the deal as well. Oh, and lastly, do not leave the closing table until you have insurance on the property. Always be properly insured. Hope that helps. Now let's go check out the property. All right, guys, so we just closed out the house. So the agreement was that we pay $27,000 purchase price, and then we also cover closing and the title insurance. So it came out to about $29,800, whatever it was we just showed you. And yeah, we're excited about it, but we don't really have a huge plan for it yet. So the purchase also came with drawings for a 4-plex. Right now it's 7 units. It's 5,000 square feet, give or take. Again, haven't had time to measure it yet. Rhianna and I haven't seen this whole thing yet. We haven't seen all 7 units, so we're gonna see it for the first time with you guys. So let's go do this. Well, without further ado, let's go do this.
Y'all know we cannot do a house walkthrough without a proper neighborhood check. So here you go. I know you're dying to see. This neighborhood passes the check. It's very cute, very nice, close to downtown, pretty quiet, and we're gonna make it even better when we get this thing in good condition.
All right, so real quick, before we start taking out the 300 screws that are in these doors, this house was actually scheduled to be demolished. We got to it just in time. And if you're kind of wondering how we found this lead, it was through YouTube or Instagram, and then the guy found me on Bigger Pockets and messaged me there. Came at us with a pretty high price that we weren't interested in, and then he messaged me about a week later at half off that price, and that price we were interested in, and we settled on the number which we talked about. So I'm gonna start taking out all these screws that are around this entire building to all the units. It's gonna take us a little while, but we're gonna do it for you guys and our viewers, and we appreciate your support. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe. We appreciate it. So funny story, actually, Rhianna bought me this drill, I wanna say 12 years ago. It's had been like 12 years old. Hey, it's still going strong, but it's gonna take us a little while.
Sneak peek.
All right, ready?
Ready.
Let's see what we're getting into.
The door won't open.
Yeah, this thing's locked like right here. All right, we're finally in.
Okay, so this is the first unit that we saw, so we decided to come in this one first. And it looks like it's in great condition, as John's going to show you in just a second. Okay, great to stretch, but better than we expected. We know the other units are not in this good a condition because you can see them through the windows, but this one, so far, is reassuring.
We could probably rent this one right now.
Yeah, we just cleaned it up. Okay, so it looks like, whoop, I have my sandals on, don't yell at me. It's 2 bedrooms, and then I think this is the bathroom. Let's go look.
A little dark in here, hold on.
So 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom. We're gonna take a lot of before and after videos and photos for you because this is gonna be an awesome before and after video. Okay, so since there's 7 units in this building, hopefully we're gonna be able to get in them all. We are gonna kind of like breeze through and go on to the next one because this one, like I said, pretty good, not too much to see. The kitchen looks fully functional.
There's still a lot of smoke and fire damage. Do not open the fridge.
Okay, let's find another door to take off.
And it really doesn't even matter what this unit looks like because this is going to be completely redone. If we go with our plan, all this will be ripped out. Now we're headed around the left-hand side of the house here. Rhianna's got the drill. Uh-oh. Hey, everybody in the comments, go ahead and yell at the old Rhianna Ferriel here for her footwear that she chooses to use to walk through these houses. You gonna try to silence me out with the drill?
Oh man. This one is already 300 levels below the quality of the last one, or condition anyway. This was a big fire, I can already tell. But everything's melted. We're not gonna go in there, but just show them in there. There's like no floor.
Yeah, you can see straight to the basement, which we're gonna try to get into because some of the 7 units were actually in the basement. And I've heard that the basement's not tall enough for units, so I guess we'll see.
This is a really antique mailbox.
Think we should keep it?
It's kind of cool. Okay. Whoa. John. Let me get out of the way.
Nice.
Woo! Shit.
What just happened?
There's birds and they scared me. They scared me.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't expect anything to be in here.
All right, so you can tell this is kind of where the fire started, was upstairs. It burned everything. Oh, and real quick, if you're wondering about how we're going to track this entire project and track all the numbers, well, we're going to use our trusted software, Reevaluator. If you have not checked this out yet, you have to do so. There's a link below this video for a free 30-day trial. This has been by far the best software we've ever used. We use it to track up to 20 projects at a time, so it'll definitely help you guys out that are just getting started. It's also good for wholesaling, finding comps, pitching to investors. It does all of that. So check that out if you haven't already, and now let's finish this tour.
Look at the nice neighborhood, nice view. They are going to be so happy.
What happened? What happened?
I fell in a hole.
You got see, you're gonna get so many negative comments because you walk around unsafe. OSHA's gonna call.
Okay, listen guys, let me get it together. Let's see what's over here. All down to the studs. This is a great layout for a unit. All right, okay. Unit number 2 that we have explored. I'm loving it so far.
All right, so the next step is to get the city inspector in here, and he's gonna kind of tell us how to go about demolishing this the right way. We gotta make sure it doesn't have asbestos or anything like that. It does have a brand new roof on it, so that's a pro.
Yeah, look at that roof out here.
Yep, brand new roof. So we'll take that. That saves us anywhere from $6 to $8 grand on this size house.
Really quick, what do you think, just off the top of your head, the biggest expenses are going to be before we finish walking through?
Oh, definitely like the electrical, the plumbing, and the framing. That's going to be probably our biggest expenses. HVAC, of course, the windows up front. I mean, we're going to have a lot of big expenses, but I'd say the most is going to be mechanical and the framing for sure.
Is that like structural?
No, well, it's the structure of the house, I guess, but it's this. It's all of your 2x4s and all of your framing. It's just going to be, framing this thing up is going to be very expensive, and the price of lumber, thankfully, it's coming down, but it's still pretty expensive. So that's going to be where our biggest expense is. Thankfully, the roof is already done. We did see some patches that it needed, but yeah, I mean, as I always say, this house is going to need everything, and especially being a first time turning a unit into more units, or actually we're reducing the amount of units, 7 to 4. There's going to be a lot into this, but thankfully we already have the engineer and the structural designs drawn up for us, so that's a plus and saves us some money. But I guess we'll see, but that's what I would have to guess.
Are you nervous?
Yeah, I am. Just in the amount of time I think it's going to take. But thankfully, I don't want to give too many details, but we live extremely close to this. We could walk to it, so that's going to help for managing the project.
Okay, last question, because I know everybody's going to be wondering this. When we're done, are we going to share the full breakdown of the numbers?
Yeah, absolutely. Unless we go way over budget, then we have to lie to you guys because we're gurus, and to sell our courses and stuff, you're not going to buy it unless we make a huge profit. So otherwise, yeah.
And speaking of our guru courses, if you're not already a member of More Than Money, that is our platform where we share educational classes, interactive live streams, and we have a forum that everybody can ask questions on. It is about finance and real estate, helping you reach your financial goals, achieve financial freedom, get out of debt, wherever it may be. We have over 200 members. Everybody is very awesome. It's a great network, a great community, so we'd love to have you there. There you go. There it is. Click the link in the description. Okay, let's get back to the tour. Okay, let's go find another unit.
All right.
Oh, wait, I found stairs.
It just keeps going.
Yeah. Is this another unit? Whoa.
Uh-oh. Well, it looks like we have a tenant already, but I guess we'll find out.
No, they must have been here before the city boarded it up, because that is why they boarded it up. They thought it was unsafe for people, and people were coming in here. So I think that this is a while ago.
Yeah, so this actually burned down twice. Once with the original tenants that were in here, it was originally how it built, and then somebody actually came in here and started another fire in the basement. So it has had its issues with squatters while it's been sitting here for a while. Man, that's pretty bad right there.
Okay, it is pretty bad. I don't want to go too far this way because it's really weak looking, but this is not the worst house fire we've seen. Granted, we haven't been in all the units yet, but you guys have flipped way worse houses than this, so.
Yeah. The only difference here is that I will not have my partner Steve on this one, and he does all the contracting stuff. So this will be the biggest rehab that Rhianna and I have ever taken on alone. Now, of course, I can consult with Steve and ask him for help, but we're going to try to do this ourselves for the most part, just to make sure we have the skill set to do the entire thing, especially one in this size, because it's a skill that I think we should always have.
Yes, and it'll be our first like multi-family flip.
All right, let's see if we can get in the basement.
This is the unit down here that we cannot get in because we don't feel it's structurally sound, and somebody needs to pick up Tiana from daycare. So we won't be going in there today, but we will be going in there another day to show you. Looks like somebody's kind of been camping out under here, but the door is around that corner to my right, and it looks a little creepy. While John's working on that door, I wanted to show you guys the back of the house so you could get a full picture. Look how big it is. So I think there's 2 units on the bottom, 1 down there, 2 in the middle, and 1 up top.
All right, so this is another unit on the back side of the house. Watch yourself.
Okay.
I think this is just like a 1-bedroom or an efficiency, because maybe there's a bedroom over here. Okay, yeah, it's a small 1-bedroom unit. Look how old that fridge and stove are. We have our work cut out for us. All right, so this is the last visible unit. This is the basement unit. We're gonna try to get into this. Nobody's been into it for a long time. The neighbor just said it's been boarded up for about 8 months, but we'll see. All right, this is gonna be the worst for sure.
It was the hardest. We've seen so many really big spiders. This was the hardest one to get into.
I don't know how far I'm gonna go in here. Check out how many there's spiders everywhere. All right, just for you guys, I'm gonna peek. And that's what's going on in there. And that's enough of that. No thanks.
I'm not a chicken, you guys, so I'm gonna take you in this basement apartment because I'm not scared of spiders. Okay, you ready? I'm trying to be really careful. Okay, well, that was like a fail because you can't see anything, but it's just a dark 1-unit efficiency. All right, guys, that wraps up the actual walkthrough of the house. We apologize we couldn't get into the last unit or the basement because they are too dangerous to enter at this point, but we will be getting in them soon, and we'll take you along for that. This is going to be an entire video series of whatever we decide to do with this house.
If we don't just wholesale it right now. So really, real quick, what we could do with this is we could wholesale it right now. We could put it right back on the market probably and sell it as is for probably 50 or 60,000 because the lot's probably worth that. But our goal is to, turn this into 4 units and possibly do a short-term rental like Airbnb to all 4 units. And we did the numbers on that, and if it worked out, it would be really good for us. So that's the plan with it. We're just going to see, kind of what the engineer says, what the inspector says, and see what we're kind of getting into here before we go all the way through with it.
I definitely think that we should go all the way through with it if it makes sense, and I'm really excited to see this thing from beginning to finish. It is a historic house, which is very cool. We're going to be dealing with the Historic Society of Charleston, and they're going to be approving things for us, so we're going to be learning a lot about preserving the history of a house, which I think is going to be really neat. It's not really your favorite thing, but I think it's kind of cool.
Wait until you see all the paperwork.
But anyways, it's just an adventure. We're excited, and we're excited to share it with you guys.
Absolutely. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate your support. And yes, we will be documenting the journey of this house, as well as other houses that we have coming up, some cool walkthroughs coming, and some before and after videos that you guys love. And with that, we're going to close this video. We appreciate you watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one.